football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Northwestern's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll try the left side. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Under fire. Plugs it out of the air. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Merritt. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. Working on the right. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Let's take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing. The ball is out behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wildcats are in the hurry-up.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Pocket breaking down. And some room to work.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They'll try the run. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Makes his man miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in fourth and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, man. So I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense... chance for more. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the move. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Northwestern right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got an open man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He's got great speed. Touchdown Ducks! Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. In the period will be a 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
From the gun, the running back has it.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're...
Threads it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this...
Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Creates a little room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Colorado is going to enjoy the trip back to Boulder after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at Folsom Field, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Northwestern will send out the punt team. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. And the returner will be brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the back.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll try the left side. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first down.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Northwestern right back to the line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarter.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. He might want another play. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game.
Turning it on! Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Acho. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. There he goes! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll give it to him again. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. That is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. No huddle, offense to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Quarterback on the keeper. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
In busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Northwestern right back to the line. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Punt is on its way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. but every yardage you can and help out the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hold on, he had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's got it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. DB's right up on the receivers. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He's got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Right on target this time. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Northwestern! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now, if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Rides to the back. Shakes off the defender. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. USF put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Bulls had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time he's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Cricket.
Looking for space. It's Jansen.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rush is on him. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Ready?
6th play of the drive coming up.
Easy.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
Base 27, John.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Creates a little space.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes, but